Okay, today we're looking at what I've called Don't Be Your Mother's Child. Okay, and we start with a song. It is going to be great today. Jesus Christ is already here. The Holy Ghost is already here. It is going to be great tonight. Jesus Christ is already here. The Holy Ghost is already here. Okay, there's a very interesting, you know, way of expressing, one's appreciation of what their child has achieved, uh, particularly in Nigeria. If you look at what happens, like for instance, if a boy were to come first position in school, you know, the dad usually will say, that's my son, that's my son. Or let's say the daughter were to achieve cum laude, you know, and the father will be saying, that's my daughter, that's my daughter. But if they were to do something that is disreputable, you would be telling the wife, you see your son? Have you seen your son? Have you seen your daughter? And I think for some of the men, they can actually have a scriptural basis for that kind of an attitude. If you look at Proverbs chapter 10, verse 1, a wise son makes a glad father, but a foolish son is a grief to his mother. That's why you see the man telling the wife, you see your daughter. But whenever the children achieve much, they become his children. Proverbs 15, verse 20, a wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish man despises his mother. So usually, whenever there's that kind of a negativity, it's like the fault of the mother. But when the child is doing very well, it becomes the father's child. And that's where our title is actually coming from. But to be very clear, we're not apportioning any kind of blame. If you look at Proverbs 17, verse 25, it makes it, clear. A foolish son brings grief to his father and bitterness to who bore him. So both the father and the mother actually share the blame. So what is the way forward? The way forward is basically to have create a foundation that is focused on the word of God. If you look at Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 6, and these words which I command you shall be in your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, when you rise up. So you need to set a good example for your children by living in the way of the Lord, and of course teach them the word of God. When we bring up the children in the way of the Lord, when they grow up, they will not depart from it. They will have a spirit of excellence. They have the spirit of God in them. They will be taught of the Lord, and great, will be the peace of our children.